Hello, hello, gorgeous souls. Hello, gorgeous souls on Instagram and Facebook. I'm here for a quick stop. So let's create sacred space on this Sunday night. We've just been through deep full moon in Scorpio. So let's take a moment here to set sacred space, to let go of our challenges, our stress, our worries, our anxiety. Bringing the best of ourselves, all our manifesting powers and our magic together. Take a deep breath in. And let's see if anybody is online. So, Pishon, merging, where are you tuning in from? Welcome to this feed. I don't think I was seeing you here. I don't know if you want to stay. Type me your name, where you're calling in from. The Healing Tree of Life, welcome. Please tell me your name, where you're tuning in from. And I'm here just to find out how was this full moon in Scorpio for you. I know there's been so many posts about the full moon, but I really want to know as a follow-up, what showed up for you. Wahel, welcome. So if you want to start by telling me where you're tuning in from, your name, and if you pay attention to the moon, which side of the world are you in? Did you see the full moon last night? Did you feel it? Did you have many big revelations? I'm just gonna wait. Egypt, fantastic. So I guess the moon in Egypt must have been splendid. Did you watch the moon? So last night, I say last night because I'm in the UK and the full moon, you live in Abu Dhabi. So the full moon was in Scorpio, and the full moon in Scorpio is very transformational. And as every full moon, full moon is about really bringing that energy. It's the maximum of the lunation. So, during the full moon, people maybe don't sleep. They've made some research. This is where A&E in hospital gets really filled because maybe people get tensed and, there are more fights. People want to go out, enjoy. So it's a little bit of very, very strong energy. Maybe you get more sensual. So that's happening anyway during full moon. And full moon, as I say, it's like taking a torch and shining a light on whatever you've been working on. Now, the full moon in Scorpio, the ruler of Scorpio is Pluto. And Pluto at this time of the year is retrograde. So Pluto is really asking us to go deeper, to really look into what is it that we can let go? What are our shadows? By shadows, I mean things that we are not either very familiar of, aspect of our characters that we tend to, we're not very proud of, and maybe sometimes we're not even aware of because we want to keep them, hushed. And Pluto is saying, actually, this is the time to go and look at those aspects. And the thing about astrology and life, in a way, it's if you willing to do the work, you can be prepared and, you can work with the cosmic energy. If you're not aware at all, then the universe is gonna throw it at you. So let me know if it resonates for you in any shape or form. So yesterday, as I said, it was a very intense energy anyway given to the full moon. But the full moon in Scorpio, it really is about going deep, about facing your shadow. And it's a sign that sometimes may bring secrets to the surface. So, I was wondering if it's been the case for any of you, and if you had any illumination, any enlightenment, if you found out things that you were not aware, or maybe they were deep down in your subconscious and then all of a sudden they came up to the surface. Hello, Safira. Please let me know where you're tuning in from. And people on Facebook, I think unless you type your name, I don't know who you are. So, there may have been something yesterday, or maybe even today, that you were not expecting, that just was brought to your attention and maybe was uncomfortable. Hello, Jimmy. I'm very good. I'm talking about the full moon in Scorpio last night. Did you feel it? And where are you tuning in from, Jimmy? And Scorpio is also very much related to sexuality. So again, with Pluto being the ruler of Scorpio and Pluto being retrograde and the full moon in Scorpio, maybe there is some thoughts about sexuality that are been popping through. You know, maybe you've got a different way to look at sexuality, and this is all coming to the surface. So when we talk about sexuality here, it's not just meeting with somebody. You know, sexual energy is much deeper than that. It's being able to see where is your energy, where are you creating life. And when I say when you're creating life, it could be a project, it could be, yes, a new relationship, but it's really that energy Gabby's life. And it's not about being judgmental, it's not being just physical, right? That said, Scorpio, it's a very deep sign, but on the other side of the astrological wheel, we've got Taurus, and Taurus is a bit that energy of sensual pleasure, the body, and you know, there may be this push and pull of Taurus saying, I just want what feels good, and then Scorpio saying, oh no, not really, you want to go down, you want to go deeper, you really want to see what's hidden within you. And not only that, but yesterday we also had Venus. Venus is the planet of love, the planet of relationship. That was close to Uranus, the planet of chaos, the planet of, again, rebellion, the planet of technology, the planet of innovation. So again, you've got this energy of Venus saying, you know, maybe you want to do relationship in a different way. Maybe you want to bring some revolution into the way you do relationships. So, you know, all of this mixed together, the sensuality, the full moon, Uranus, Venus saying you want to do relationship in the different things, I think it could bring a lot of intensity. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'd just like to hear from you. Did you feel anything? Was there any enlightenment? Was there any situation, maybe of discomfort that came through, that you said, you know what, I need to rethink this, this is not working for me? Or yes, somebody may have hidden something from you and all of a sudden you say, oh, I always had a feeling, but again, you know, this time now it's really in your face. Did anybody experience that? As I said, it was a very intense energy. I don't know if you felt it. And today it feels much, much calmer in a way. It's just, whew, it's gone. But even though the full moon is gone, I wouldn't stop doing the work. You know, it's still the right time to be going deeper, to look at your shadows, to see what you want to transform in your life. So let me know. And then today, rather than cards, I'm going to give you some affirmation, because I feel we all needed to be lifted up a bit. So if anybody wants to comment, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pull 3 cards to uplift us. And also just let me know if you looked at the windows yesterday and saw the full moon. Some people send me magnificent pictures of the full moon. And it looks so, it looks so peaceful. So when you know what's really gone down, you know, he's thinking, oh, you're so beautiful. And yet you asked me to do all this work. But that's okay. We can forgive the moon. So the first card is, I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. So I think this is a card that we can always receive with grace, because maybe that's one of the easy things to forget. And especially when I say it's a good time to work at the shadows, and the shadows are aspects of our character that we are either not aware at all if you don't do self-work, self-development, if you don't meditate. You know, there may be characters that are really, really hidden, or you may be aware of your shadows. And I don't think that make you very proud. When I say make you, I'm talking for myself as well. You know, I wish I was all light and sunshine, but unfortunately, we all have some shadows. So especially because of that, just to receive a card like this, I love and accept myself. It's a beautiful blessing. And this is a card that, I tend to stick in my bathroom. So every time I go past that mirror, I just see this. I love and accept myself. And here the suggested crystal for positivity is aventurine. Hello, Juravle. I don't know where you... Oh, yes, I know you are. I know you are. We're talking about the full moon last night, if it was very intense, if you had any revelations, any things that you were not sure was happening, and then bang, the full moon just put the light, and now there's no way back. So I love and accept myself is always a beautiful reminder. And as I say, if you like to work with crystal, aventurine is a beautiful crystal to have by. So I don't see many of you typing, so unless you want to share how was the full moon. For me, it was very intense, and I did have some revelations, and I did take some drastic action that I want to work on. So, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Or you could also share, it was just Sunday with me. Facebook is always so quiet. Come on, Facebook. So let's see. Another card. An open heart starts with an open mind. An open heart starts with an open mind. Again, a beautiful card. This one, it's focusing on love, and a good crystal is rose quartz as well. I'm pretty sure everybody's got a rose quartz somewhere. Women tend to buy their own and then give one to their men in their life. Isn't that? And why do we keep an open mind? Because, if you had a closed mind, it would be the same, very difficult to open our hearts. And when you open your hearts, of course, your mind cannot stay closed. So it's a really beautiful combination and a beautiful reminder as well. So tell me if that resonates for you. I think everybody's still under the full moon recovery because you've never been so quiet. What's going on? And it's Sunday. I think maybe you had a good rest. Well, apart from last night, maybe if you're like me, I don't sleep on full moons. Let's see. Otherwise, I'm gonna draw a last card and I'm gonna close it here. So full moon in Scorpio, very, very intense. Luckily, the moon moves into Sagittarius, which is more about dreams and where do we want to go? What do we want to learn? You sleep late. Yes, well, I bet. I don't know many people that sleep through a full moon. I really don't. Even if you don't pay attention and you don't know it's a full moon, you're not going to sleep. At least that's what I experience. So someone else that wants to share, if they had a big revelation or maybe some discomfort, some thought about sexuality, maybe your partner asking you to do something different and you're saying, oh, I might consider that. And remember, when I say sexuality is your life force, so it's not necessarily, a physical encounter. It's the way you bring life to things, the way you're feeling connected to nature, to beauty, the way you feel comfortable in your body. How do you move? It's many things. And most of us, at least in this society, we don't talk about it because we think it's shameful. Even talking about the body, sometimes some people think is shameful. I think we should all feel comfortable in our body. All right, last card. I am in charge of my journey. Oh, this is one of my favorite. I am in charge of my journey. Thank you, Wahel. This is a really, really beautiful card, especially that we're talking about powerful moon, transformation, facing the shadows. So as I said, some people are not aware of their shadows or of their strengths, their skills, their talents. And, some people tend to live life as a victim mode, this is happening to me and I've got no luck, and this person is treating me this way, and so on and so forth. But really remember that you are in charge of your journey, right? So you manifest whatever vibrations you're vibrating at. This is for another life, but if you all agree that in this physical body, you're really made of vibrations, and vibrations, are emit at certain frequencies. There is a whole scale of frequencies, and depending on which frequency you're vibrating at, you're going to attract certain things. So knowing that you're in charge of your journey is already a big empowerment. You say, I want to take control of my life. And how do you take control of your life? The easiest way is to be aware of your vibrations, be aware of your frequencies, and therefore, you can attract what you want, and you know what you're going to attract. So let's say you're feeling really down and you keep on that spiraling down, you know what to expect, right? Not so positive things. If you manage to uplift your vibrations, then what you manifest around you is also going to match that vibration, is going to be much more positive. Yes. So as an exercise, for instance, I don't know why I was doing it today, but today I just said, I'm going to check in during my day where I am at. And I was asking myself, right here, right now, I'm in a state of love, or am I in a state of fear? Okay, yes or no. And then, how much loving, high or low? And just by doing that, you manage to shift, because if you're feeling, I caught myself down, or in a spiraling thoughts, anxiety, then you can change that. You think, okay, I've got this beautiful crystal, and yellow really lift me up, and this crystal is a very uplifting energy. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds, and boom. Or a beautiful rose. You see, I always have flowers in my home, because sometimes just by looking at them, I feel uplifted. So a very useful tip, whenever you feel you want to more or less know which vibration you're vibrating, then just take time off and see, am I in a place of love, or am I in a place of fear? And then adjust. So beautiful soul, I hope this was useful. Remember, deep transformations coming. Best if you are in charge of your transformations. If you're willing to do the work, it's going to be so much easier. So I send you lots of love. If you've got any comments, send it in the private message. Namaste.